Good morning, Lee. How are you, my friend? How was your adventure yesterday? You're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. And it went okay, but you didn't keep too much. Boy, I was watching, we had you on last night. I was watching, I don't know what video, but, and I know you stop it in between, but we were finding one thing after another, all the buttons. Gosh, what else? It was amazing. Lee says the main purpose was to finish the hole I'd started to make sure I hadn't missed anything. With a lot of general things, bottles, jars, etc. Over 200 finds yesterday. I kept just 8. And tomorrow, I meet a guest. We're going mudlarking together, then to 2 bottle dump sites. How fun. And how cool that you meet so many people, Lee. This credit card. I went later and finished the Mudlark safety video for people from Yogi's request. Oh, that's awesome. White Chocolate says hello. Hi, White Chocolate. How are you today? Are you a fan of white chocolate? Excuse me, goodness. Lee says it's cool, shared hobbies. Did you know here 60,000 people who registered interest in mudlarking on one Facebook page? Really? Lee also says good morning to white chocolate. Carlos says, Jack, wake up. Wake up, dog. Wake up, dog. Capango, good morning. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Capango says, like number 5. I like the number 5. Capango is one hardworking YouTuber. She's always live, always sharing out people's pages. She's very supportive. Just a beautiful person all the way around. Blessed Sunday to you too. Capango, you can drop your link if you want to. We'll never have a bunch of people in here, some lurkers. But you're always welcome. Thanks, Lee. Capango Lee from Magnetic North Adventures says he subbed up. And Capango says, Lee from Magnetic North Adventures, she's got you back. And Lee says, Jack has the right light on him. He's very shiny today. Did you see? I posted some pictures of him yesterday at lunch from when he was sick to when he was all better. The pictures are just unreal. It doesn't look real to me. They're so beautiful. He's always shiny. Marcus Arroyo, hello, friend. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. And Lee says to Capango, thank you. I look forward to joining your lives when it's possible for him. Lee says, I'll have to check that out later. Yes, do. I sent the very last picture where Jack looks very regal to my boss, who's thinking about getting an Irish setter. I'm going to change my YouTube channel description, bringing the redhead back. My motto, bringing the redhead back. Or filling the world with Irish setters. Oh my gosh, Marcus, you're going to boot camp? Wow. Listen, Marcus, I've been to boot camp for a very short time. It's going to be rough. The first week is going to suck. It might suck some more after that too, but give it a good week before you start gelling and bonding with people. It happens. It's really remarkable. And good luck to you, friend. You can handle it. Well, good. And thank you. Thank you for being so brave and willing to do something for your country. I appreciate you. Capango saying hi to everybody. Well, do you think you'll still be able to live stream after a while? I know you can't do anything for a while, but eventually, do you think you'll go back to live streaming, Marcus? Yeah, and Lee says best of luck. No, Lee, it's just a post on what they say. I don't have a community page. It's just a post. It's got like maybe 5 pictures. Marcus says, remember the last time I was supposed to go and they denied me, but they approved me this time, and yes, I should, but I'll try, and thanks everyone. Ah, you can't coast on shorts now too, huh? Wild. Yes, find it later. It's not going anywhere. I got another message from YouTube yesterday about another issue. Let's see if I still have it on my phone. Yesterday or the day before. I'm looking for it, what the other issue is. I can't find it. I don't know if I passed it or I had to keep going. Guess we'll find it if it comes across. If you come across the issue, you'll know. Oh, that must be it. Yeah, Lee says, I hope they fix things too soon. Me too. Oh, I'm going over my list one more time to see if I can find it. Wish you could search your notifications. That would be cool. Lee says, love Jack photo 4 in that post, Cat. Thank you. The last one is my favorite. Well, I either missed it the 2 times I've looked now, or I made it all up. Who knows? Maybe I was dreaming. Lee says it's a very good one. But photo 4 shows a warrior. He's battling on regardless, never complaining, and showing us all pure unconditional love. That's very sweet. He definitely didn't complain. He did it to himself. Lee Sung Soon TV is here and says, like number 7, thank you, and good morning, or good afternoon. Good day to you. Let me go ahead and make Lee Sung Soon a moderator just so it's easy for everybody to see their channel. There we go. We get a daily visit from Lee Sung Soon TV every day. I really appreciate that. What are your plans today, Lee? Oh, good morning, Jack. Hello, dear. Oh, yeah, it's just a rough life. I understand. I don't know what he was doing in the middle of the night, but he was doing something. I woke up and told him to go back to bed. I think Jack said, good morning and good night. I can see the whites of his eyes. He's out. I didn't think I worked really hard yesterday, but that's not what my body was saying last night. It was saying I worked pretty hard. Luckily, we have no trucks for 2 days. So it's going to be an easy 2 days. I won't complain about that. Lee says he opened his eyes thinking, shall I bark morning? Then thought, nope, I'm comfy. Yeah, it is good news. But the drivers are happy too. It'll be the first Monday they have off in, other than a holiday, ever. So did you tell me what your plans are for today, Lee? Did I miss it? I didn't ask. See, I'm dreaming. Hi, William. Good morning. How are you doing? He says, I'm going to be having a walk by the river and then check the water levels for hazards so your guest is not injured. Very, very thoughtful. Wow, Williams is glorious. How are you doing, Kat? I'm really good. And I'm really happy to hear you're doing so well. Lee says, all it takes is an unseen sharp item, and it's many hours unable to get out. Shoot, I forgot I was supposed to do paperwork today. Yes, and Lee says, glad you're well, William. Oh, that light was very bright in my eyeballs. Excuse me. Lee says, I've been injured, so my last video I did explain of unthought hazards, and hopefully others don't get hurt from watching the video. That's lovely. And since you've been there and you understand what to look for, it is very helpful. Laundry's put up. Look at me. Look at me go. William says thank you. And good morning, Lee. How are you doing? William says, taking consideration of others is mindful and appreciated. Too often people will gloss over what they would consider minor or trivial hazards as they are more routinely exposed to them. Having the reaffirmation of the potential dangers for beginners is huge. And Lee says, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm going walking by the river. William says, nice. I will take a long walk along the river near me today soon, too. Lovely. You know what I won't be doing? Going anywhere near a river today. Or any body of water. Too crowded for my taste. Lee says, oh, wait a minute. Good morning, Adam. Adam says, I'm so glad I stumbled onto this chat. Hello, peoples. How are you, Adam? I'm so glad you're here. Lee says, William, yes, I have a guest tomorrow, and I was told of hazards, so I go to check them out to make sure it's not a problem. Oh, no. Adam says, you both made me rethink my videos. I don't wear goggles or shoes when I'm using a diamond saw. So yeah. William says, morning, Adam. Grateful to have encountered you as well. Anna, hello, Anna. Anna says, good morning, Cat. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. I just feel the sunshine come in with Anna. Adam says, luckily I haven't released that video, so I will haven't released that video. I will have to give an example of safety goggles and boots. Lee suggests, Adam, release the video, then the one after saying you're thinking safe. Adam, did you suggest to me the yogurt for Jack? Was that you? For some reason, I'm thinking it was you. But let me tell you, my thinking is often wrong, more than I care to admit. Because I like to be right. I want to be right, dang it. William says, Adam, everyone is allowed to be as risk adverse as they deem they are capable, but cautioning others of the harm for beginners is always welcome. Anna says, thank you, Kat. I feel the sunshine coming from you too, Kat. Aw, Anna, that's the nicest thing anybody could say to me. Thank you. I love you, Anna. Not just because you're nice to me, I just love you because you're you. Being nice doesn't hurt, though. It really helps, actually. Adam says, I don't know, but I give Sophie yogurt, plain yogurt. My favorite is, say Aldi's cheap yogurt. You don't know if you're the one who told me that? I feel like, for some reason I was thinking you did, but I did go get him some Greek yogurt. It's got no ingredients. Unfortunately, it's low fat. He could use the fat, but so far so good. He's got a little less gas. He's not licking so much. It's only been 2 days though, so. Lee says, can I request a random page read from the course book, please? Okay, let's see. Okay, 127, 5, 10. Just because those are the numbers I saw on my laptop. 127. I'm going to go page 127. Five. We'll just go with 127. This is from lesson 73. I will, there be light. Your picture of the world can only mirror what is within. The source of neither light nor darkness can be found without. Grievances darken your mind, and you look out on a darkened world. Forgiveness lifts the darkness, reasserts your will, and lets you look upon the world of light. We have repeatedly emphasized that the barrier of grievances is easily passed and cannot stand between you and your salvation. I think there's one more sentence. The reason is simple. Do you really want to be in hell? Do you really want to weep and suffer and die? And the sayings for that lesson are, I will there be light. Let me behold the light that reflects God's will and mine. I will there be light. Darkness is not my will. Thanks, Lee. Adam says, defend those ideas, Kat. What ideas? Don't even remember now. Lee says, I hope everyone is well. And you're welcome, Anna. Adam says, thanks, William. Yeah, I'm going to continue not wearing shoes or goggles. I refuse to wear shoes when I mow the lawn. Not that it's super dangerous, but it's very hard to get out of the feet. William says, I typically try for Greek style yogurt. Oikos 000. When we're talking dogs, though, and sweeteners can be really dangerous for them. That's what I read. Yeah, depends on use cases. Fat doesn't hurt much. Well, especially not Jack. He's very lean. Adam says, are y'all familiar with the idea that pasteurization kills the liveliness of milk? I've heard there's something going on there, but I did not know that. Anna says, I am well, thank you, Magnetic. I hope you are well too. William says, yes. Oh my gosh. Adam says, sometimes when I look at cows, I get thirsty. Lisa's beautifully read. I understood the message, dear. Thank you, Kat. Or you messaged the message clear. You're welcome, Lee. Lee says, William, I'll have to try Greek yogurt. I've never had it. Oh, that's my favorite. William says, I don't believe the plain version has sweetness. If it's a 0 anything, it does. Adam says, it's odd to me that India has very little cases of arthritis and they love drinking milk in the United States consumes more milk than any country in the world, I believe, and there's a lot of arthritis. And Lee says to Anna, I'm well, thank you. Yeah, I think there's definitely some issues with our food sources here. But that's another rabbit hole. And since this is an illusion and your body's in your mind, you've created the body in your mind. My goal is to get so good and so right-minded that I heal the body in my mind. Knowingly, purposefully. Adam says, y'all, seriously, Aldi's cheap whole milk yogurt is freaking awesome with honey poured in or brown sugar or berries. Adam, I don't remember that there were any Aldi's in Florida. So I'm just saying, I don't think Aldi's is everywhere. We have them here. I do appreciate Aldi's. Well, thank you for the correction, William. 000 plane got you. Lee says, my little ego goes, I hate being wrong. I was just saying that a few minutes ago. Lee says, Adam, thank you. You have inspired me to try that. William says, I get where you're coming from. Typically, yes. And there isn't all these. And see, you're just correcting me all over the place, William. Thank you. The truth is, I really know nothing. I know nothing. And I don't know what anything is for. I know you're in Tennessee, Adam. Never mind. Forget everything I said because I was just wrong, wrong, and wrong. I'm going to go back over here to my little corner and just sit here and be quiet. Lee says, I'm one of them that just picks up food and drink and I just eat. Adam says, oh, William, for some odd reason, I thought you were Upper East Coast. It doesn't matter because there isn't Aldi's in Florida. I haven't been back in a couple years, but maybe it's been there longer and I just didn't know. Williams is not necessarily a correction. You've been out of Florida for how long? A couple years. Aldi has really become a huge chain over the last few years. They've almost doubled in locations. Heather says, what an awesome quote from A Course in Miracles. How funny. I like Aldi's because it's, to me, a cleaner version of Save a Lot. Yeah, I agree, William. Aldi's great for many things, and quality ingredients mostly, and product guarantees. What is it? A German country? A German based company? Or something like that, William? I'll ask you because you will probably know. Adam, yeah, I don't know what anything is for. William says, I visited Upper East Coast. I could not afford to stay for long. I can't afford to stay here long, but oh well. Yeah, Lee says, I think the course book gives great answers as and when needed. I was taught when you read, do it at random and assess the words after. I've been experiencing hearing stuff and starting to get it in a new way and then actually having that situation happen, like in my this dream life. I want to say my real life. Anyways, the situation comes up, and then the whole lesson comes to a whole new understanding for me. And even though at the moment the situation may not be pleasant, afterwards I'm so happy because I've really, really experienced something the book talks about. And it's really beautiful. William says, I think Aldi originated in Germany of two companies. And Adam says, yearly, when I come into difficulty, something will jump in my head like I could see this differently, and all I want is the peace of God. My favorite is I rest in God when I'm in difficulty or I'm just plain tired of the world. I rest in God. Lee says several random readings have helped affirm and understand more recently, Kat. Nice. Yep. Lee says that saying Yogi says, I want to see things differently. And the next lesson is, I could see peace instead of this. Something like that. Close around. We just went over that. Yep. Well, no, it goes. Well, it's not in a row like that. I was incorrect again. And it says, hope everyone is well. Wishing all of you a very beautiful and blessed Sunday. With lots of beautiful flowers and stars and smiley faces. And thank you so much, Anna. You too. William says, I'm not giving anything more thought than needed anymore. It comes and goes. Now is ever changing but ever present. Everything before or after is not something I'm troubling myself with anymore. That's a really nice declaration, William. Lee says, thank you, Anna. Bright blessings to you and all here also. That's what I keep coming back to when my mind goes a little crazy and wondering how and what and where. I keep getting reminded to just be here now. Right here now in this very present moment, all is well. I think the Bible also has a few things about that, about worry. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Lee says, Cat, next Friday and Saturday I'll not be around in the mornings. You have big plans, Lee? Adam says, William, don't you want to come to Tennessee and learn to lay stone? And there's a lake right out there that's got plenty of mud in the winter. William says, tempting. I have a sister that lives in Tennessee but can't afford to travel right now. Lee says, Cat's probably only 2.5 to 3 hours away. I think if you're near Nashville, it's longer. I think. I know you're below Nashville. Yes, Lee says, Adam, I'll be in Tennessee in October. Lee says, the lake has a beaver there. I know, as Johnny's been. And Lee says he'll be in Lawrenceburg. Adam says, yes, I guess you're east of Knoxville. I am on the Virginia-Tennessee border, and I'm about 20 to 30 minutes from the North Carolina border. Adam says, how cool. I'll drive to meet you. Me too. Just waiting on some dates so I can pass that on to Jake and schedule my little trip. Yes. Lisa's Adam, my man, I'd love that. Cat will be there too. And Adam says, oh yeah, more like 5 hours. I just remember I took care of this man for a while, and his daughters would come up to visit from Nashville. It was quite a hike for them. And Lee says, I'm guessing you're saying Lawrenceburg is 1.5 hours from Nashville. Adam says, that's what I was thinking. My son played his trombone there in some competition. Wow. Cool. Does your son still play the trombone? Okay. Lee says, I can't give the exact dates till I can afford the $800. Isabella Sutton says, hello. Hello, Isabella. How are you? Oh, Isabella's sending hearts and says, Jack, you're so beautiful. Jack says thank you in his dreams. Oh, he's moving his foot, so yes, he said thank you. He couldn't see his back foot, but when I told him that, he moved his back foot. Like, he acknowledged it. Adam says Mike gets $800 a month plus room and board at MTSU. He's actually first chair as a freshman in the orchestra symphony. Wow, that's amazing. How wonderful. My son's name is Mike. I was assuming. Dang voice typing. Talk to text. I know. Man, it does me dirty. Adam says to Isabella, Isabella, do you have a dog? I think everyone should have a dog. Me too. Well, maybe not everyone. Maybe everyone should not have a dog. But if you have a kind heart in a little room, everyone should have a dog. Lee says, that's cool. I only get $700 a month. Adam says, is that playing for an instrument, Lee? Lee says, all bills, etc. to pay for food also. It's hard to save with UK costs. That's true. Lee says, no, to just live and survive. I'm not musically talented. Adam says, I squeak by on not much as well. He says, in UK, that's around £600. Adam says, I occasionally work because I'm occasionally hungry. Lee says, a flight takes 3 months waiting for, or saving for. Listen, y'all, I'm not afraid of money or abundance. I'm not opposed to it at all. I accept it if it comes to me. I welcome it. I also welcome just getting by because it just proves your needs are met. Every time I try to sit down, I don't even bother anymore, but when I occasionally think about how do I pay my bills, does it make sense? The inflow does not always match the outflow. I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to worry about things anymore because I'm always taken care of. And that's been proven to me many, many times. It's being held and taken care of. Who am I to question it? Lee says, if I miss a message, you're welcome to tell me, hey, you missed a message, as I'm on the river now. Okay, Lee. Adam says, Lee, I found an electric train from like probably 1920 in the lake when it was down. How weird. Wow. Yeah, Lee says, I wish we had a barter system, exchange items for travel. Me too. Things would be much different. Lee says to Adam, oh wow, that's so cool. How did it end up there? I wonder. I wonder. Lee didn't say that. I did. Lee, do you ever think of the stories behind? I bet you do. Think of the stories behind the items you find. Adam says Thames Ford Lake was a TVA dam project which flooded farm valleys. We had something like that too. We flooded a whole town. I want to say it was the old Irwin, but I know that's not correct. Lee says, okay, we have one similar here. Yeah, just think about what's left behind in those places. Interesting. Lee says, sorry, Cat, I missed that. It's all right, because I've already forgotten whatever it was. Apparently, I've made a commitment to not hang on to anything. I'm taking it quite literally. Adam says, I told my ex-wife she can keep the house and everything. I struggled to make money for a while and found it easier to just detach from having stuff. But yeah, things seem to come okay. Oh, okay, yes. Lee says, oh yes, there's always a story. Sadly, I'll never know them. So Lee, tell me how do you research places? Like you said you did some research in Yogi's area. How would one do that? Lee says, I agree, Adam. Money isn't the answer, but happiness is. Adam, uh, all I know is the daughter of the man who owns the land right below me at the lake. At the lake, so it might have been his toy train. I know the daughter of the man who owns the land right below me at the lake, so it might have been his toy train. I think that was your idea. Yeah, text to talk is even more frustrating when you're driving because you cannot read over what you sent. Or you could, but it just makes it even more dangerous. I totally understand where you're coming from, Adam. And no need to apologize, Adam. Lee says, I look on Google Maps for areas that look interesting, dry riverbeds, islands, and roads, to trees that stop. That road was built for a purpose, so it goes to trees. Maybe there's a settlement was there or a dump area. That's really, you're so gifted, Lee. You are so in your element, being part of the elements. So, Adam, I take it you're a Course in Miracles student. And if you are, how did that come to you? yeah. Lee says, I'm guided by nature and all around me. Adam says, I guess it's just us three. I have to admit something. I got kind of political today, and I really don't want to talk about it. That is so unlike my typical behavior. Lee says, I have to go now. I'm now to 64% on my phone. Not too far from the river area. Then one more bus to a bit I want to go to. Nice. Bye, Lee. Have a great day. How do you feel about that, Adam? Is it bothering you? Adam says, I think I heard enough people that I respect mentioned it. Mentioned it to you? Mentioned, hey, Adam, you were being very political today. That's so unlike you. And Adam says to Lee, it was great talking with you. If you have to go, Lee, if you have to go. I got you, Adam. Adam says, my recent spiritual journey is kind of odd. Adam says, I was literally shaking my fist at God 5 years ago. Lee says, Adam, it's always a pleasure to chat, and I hope we can again soon. Be safe, Lee. I love you. Have a great day. Adam says, you too, bud. Adam, I say stuff and do stuff I regret all the time. I'm like, but I don't say that's so unlike me. I'm like, oh, that is so like me. The old me. She's still in there sometimes. Lee says, I'll be okay. Bus is my journey to peace and tranquility. Is that the magic bus? Lee says, I'll hold 8 minutes, then I'll go. I appreciate you, Lee. Okay, Adam says my journey was a little odd. I was shaking my fist at God. Then a friend of mine became suicidal. Then I hunted down Maslow's theory of hierarchy. Then I started practicing meditation. Then I waded through a sea of online spiritual stuff. There's a lot too.
Om Shanti Shanti peace, sweet Lord Jesus set us free. Every soul now shifting heaven into perfect peace, into divinity, into perfect peace, into divinity.
Adam says I'm pretty good at forgiving my foolishness. I'm working on it. Really? Lisa's magic bus is a thing. Its company goes to London. Of course. I did. Wow. How cool is that? Well, that's interesting. Lee says, Adam, remember things or knowledge comes to us for a reason. So weird. I just totally lost the volume on my TV. I was wondering if my internet went out, but oh, it's back. That's interesting. Adam says, I have a bad tendency to be a bully to bullies. Lee says, the past is yesterday. Every day is new. Forgive the past. Tell the ego not today, for we start again and live life in full love, care, and respect. Well, that's so funny. Yesterday, I was thinking about something, a video I made, and a Bible verse, and A Course in Miracles. And I was like, ego, get back behind me, ego. Like Jesus told the devil, get behind me, Satan. I was like, get behind me, ego. Adam says, Lee, you're awesome. And my eyes are so tired because he made another typo. I have a tendency to not keep my mouth shut when I should because I'm a know-it-all. That's why the gates, man. Me and the gates, we have problems. We just have little stumbling blocks, like a pebble. Lee says tiredness is a state, but the ability to strive comes from rest and breaks. There's always tomorrow. So, on with your spiritual journey. You found the massive amount of spiritual information online and got even more confused. I could see that happening. I think I have to. There's so much out there. Adam says, I love the Who's Magic Bus back in the day. Keith Moon. Oh, it's time to put up a yogi link. It might be time for a yogi song. Lee says, I have to go now as I'm getting off the bus. One short walk to bus 2, then I check river. Wishing you all a great day. Same to you, Lee. Have fun. Lee says, Kat, please let Yogi know I'm okay and send my greetings. I will. I'll do that now so I don't forget. Because you know me. Bye now. I think Squirrel beats me 2 yogis just so he could do the first like. Look at all that misspelling. No, we can't play that, cat. Lee says, bye, Adam, Cat, Jack, Anna. Adam says, thanks, y'all, for chatting with me. I'm going to go off to a peaceful, blissful sleep and wake up with the full intention of being a loving, peaceful child of God. You already are. You can go to sleep as the loving child of God. You can sleep as the loving child of God. And you can also wake as the loving child of God. And I love you, Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I listen to some Christian music at work, in the car, anyways. And one of the guys came on, the DJs, and he was talking about if you love Jesus and follow Jesus, then God will accept you as an adopted son. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. No, no. It's so sad. It's so sad to think you're not good enough, that you can always be an adopted child. No, sir, I don't accept that. Adam says, Cat, you're a very cheery, peaceful know it all. Thank you, Adam. And Lee says, rest up, Adam. Concentrate on being you, the wonderful child of God, the brother of Jesus that you are. Sweet dreams. And and let's find our library. And we're going to talk about gates. And we know that's my favorite thing.
Just a yogi in the breezy flows.
Adam says, Cat, it seems the more I learn, the clearer and simpler it is. Yes.
Takes a little pause when life gets foggy. Reflections deep, she purrs inside. With Jack and Rosie by her side. Big red Jack with a heart so strong. He vibes with Yogi, humming along. Sweet Rosie dances in a golden hue. Her laugh breaks storms and clears the view. Gates may creak, but the heart stays true. Forgiveness is the key to breaking through. Yogi whispers, pause, let it unwind. Cat nods, slow her soul inclined. Cat don't love gates, but she loves her Yogi. Takes a little pause when life gets foggy. Reflections deep, she purrs inside.
Adam says, good night, all. Time to pet Jack in the astral plane. How lovely.
Yogi speaks wisdom, breaks the night. Jack roars laughter, Rosie hums a beat. Together they make life fine and sweet. she loves her yogi. Takes a little pause when life gets foggy. Reflections deep, she purrs inside, with Jack and Rosie by her side. Big red Jack with a heart so strong. He vibes with Yogi humming along. Sweet Rosie dances in a golden hue. Her laugh breaks storms and clears the view. Gates may creak, but the heart stays true. Forgiveness is the key to breaking through. Yogi whispers, pause, let it unwind. Cat not slow, her soul in front of gates, but she loves her yogi. Takes a little pause when life gets foggy. Reflections deep, she purrs inside, with Jack and Rosie by her side. Under moonlight, they're circled tight. Yogi speaks wisdom, breaks the night. Jack roars, laughter, Rosie hums the beat. Together they make life fine and sweet.
Carl says crying here. Good morning, Carl. I'm sorry. What's going on, Carl?
Yogi's on the mat. Say pause and forgive. Gates try to block you, but love's how we live. Cat prowls the scene, not a gate she'll adore. But with Yogi's wisdom, she's purring for more. Just the Yogi in the soul saying behind those gates. Love and forgiveness, that's how he relates. Cat takes a moment, Jack nods his big red head. Rosie's in the corner where kindness is spread. Yo, 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 yo. Cat's got a moment, tail flicks in the air. Reflects on the gates with that mindful stare. Jack the red dog like a tower he stands. Rosie skips joy, spreading love with her hands. Gates try to test and push us astray, but Yogi keeps calm, shows a forgiving way. Cat calls a thought, she ponders, she sees. Jack barks approval, Rosie smiles with ease. Just a Yogi in the soul saying mind those gates. Love and forgiveness, that's how he relates. Cat takes a moment, Jack nods his big red head. Rosie's in the corner where kindness is spread. Just a Yogi in the soul saying mind those gates. Love and forgiveness, that's how he relates. Cat takes a moment, Jack nods his big red head. Rosie's in the corner where kindness.
And Carl says we've all upset him.
Tail flicks in the air.
I'm really sorry, Carl. I don't mean to upset you.
Jack the red dog like a tower he stands. Rosie skips joy, spreading love with her hands. Kids try to test and push us astray, but Yogi keeps calm, shows a forgiving way. Cat calls a thought, she ponders, she sees. Jack barks approval, Rosie smiles with ease. Kids try to test and push us astray, but Yogi keeps calm, shows a forgiving way. Cat calls a thought, she ponders, she sees. Jack barks approval, Rosie smiles with ease. Cat pauses longer, the wisdom connects. Sees gates as lessons, not fears or rejects. Jack stands solid, gives her strength in his glance. Rosie sways lightly, starting a kindness dance.
The end.
Yogi's on the mat saying pause and forgive. Gates try to block you, but love's how we live. Cat prowls the scene, not a gate she'll adore. But with Yogi's wisdom, she's purring for
Is there anything you want to talk about, Carl?
soul saying mind those gates. Love and forgiveness, that's how he relates. Cat takes a moment, Jack nods his big red head. Rosie's in the corner where kindness is spread. Cat's got a moment, tail flicks in the air. Reflects on the gates with that mindful stare. Jack the red dog
Hi, Jack.
Cat's got a
How are you?
tail flicks in the
Turn you
air,
off. There you
reflects
go.
on the gates with that full stare. Jack the red dog, like a tower he stands. Rosie skips joy, spreading love with her hand. Just a yogi in the soul, saying, mind those gates. Love and forgiveness, that's how he relates. Cat takes a moment, Jack watches big red. Rosie's in the corner where kindness is spread. Cat's paws are long, the wisdom connects. Sees gates as lessons, not fears or rejects. Jack stands solid, gives her strength in his glance. Rosie sways lightly, starting a
Hi,
kindness
baby.
dance.
He's a good boy. Hmm? He's a good tired boy. Come on, Nelson. He's a good boy.
Gates try to test him, pushes astray. But Yogi keeps calm, shows the forgiving way. Cat curls her thoughts, she ponders, she sees. Jack barks approval, Rosie smiles with ease.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Cat in the morning, her alarm don't wait. Big red Jack stops like he's late. Rosie tail wagging like some secret
Jack, you're so cute.
remote's gone missing, the story unfolds.
It's
Pepsi said, yo, Cat, your Monday's Good Friday. Life flips wild like a highway sideways. Wandering, searching with Jack by your side. Rosie gives a bark, maps where vibes collide. Sun peeks in through the blinds so aloof. Jack yawns heavy like he owns the roof. Rosie spins circles like a whirlwind queen. Remote ain't hiding, but it sure ain't seen. Pepsi said, yo, Cat, your Monday's Good Friday. Life rides twisted like a subway byway. Jack's paw stomping, Rosie hums a tune. Remote still out there under silver moons. Pillows stare at Cat like they know some game. Jack keeps tugging with a slobber of fame. Pepsi on the counter drops another line. Your days ain't a riddle, just learn how they shine. Remote found hiding with the slide things laugh. Rosie sniffs approval, split the moment in half.
This
Cat
right
holds it
here.
tight, Jack barks, let's start the day. Monday doesn't scare us, we twist paths to play. Cat in the morning, her alarm don't wait.
Let's try another one.
The moon feels high, it paints the sky. Cat and Jack, they pass us by. She cooks waves from her little
Yogi says, love you guys and good morning.
the night sun.
I love you and good morning, Yogi.
Mohammed says, hey, with his wise mother near. They Jack barks a beat like no other. Cat spins a tail in her voice like thunder. She cooks, throws laughs like spices on the fire. Our world comes alive under the night's attire. High fives and likes, they fly in the breeze. Toy pups and tea bring the rhythm with ease. Mohammed's wisdom keeps the moment in dreams. Every soul glows beneath the moon's beams. It's a night parade under starry daylight. Friends collide in the glow of twilight. Dance in the air, it's electric and free. A crew like this is where we wanna be. It's a night parade under starry daylight. Friends collide in the glow of twilight. Dance in the air, it's electric and free. A crew like this is where we wanna be. High fives and likes, they fly in the breeze. Toy pups and tea bring the rhythm with ease. Mohammed's wisdom keeps the moment in dreams. Every soul glows beneath the moon's beams. The moon feels high, it paints the sky. Cat and Jack, they pass us by. She cooks waves from her little stand. We've got the crew, the Big Deborah's calling the shots today. Cats with dead cruising wild on display. Struggle bus rolling, blues on the line. Jack's out cold, same old bedtime. It's Big D's time, yeah, she's in control. Running the scene like she's got the gold. Toy pups rolling, it'll cheer for you. Say we love you, Deborah, you know it's true. Cats vibing hard with Dan by their side. Windows down, feeling that passenger pride. Bumblebee buzzing, the scene is alive. Big Deborah's kingdom, it's how we survive. It's Big D's time, yeah, she's in control. Running the scene like she's got the gold. Toy pups rolling, it'll cheer for you. Say we love you, Deborah, you know it's true. Jack's asleep, yeah, what's new with him? Snoring like this troublesome faded him. Deborah's laughing, holding it tight. This is her day and it's feeling just right. Toy pups giggling, spreading sweet love. Buzz in the air from that bumblebee shove. The struggle bus might wobble, might sway, but Big Deborah's hands keep it steady today. Big Deborah's calling. Jack and Cat in a beat up ride.
It's loud. Okay, this one's okay.
Jack and Cat, beat up ride. Windows down, let the rhythm glide. Hitting the road with a funky vibe. Charlotte's calling, it's time to arrive. Cat's got the map, Jack's got the flow. Bass so loud, the speakers might blow. Clouds of dust as the tires roll slow. Auntie's waiting with a party to show. Oh, we roll, we slide, we race through the night. Charlotte's glow is our guiding light. Laughter's loud, the mood feels right. Auntie's house will ignite the night. Stop for gas outside of a shack. Grab some snacks and toss them in back. Neighbors stare like they've seen a smack. But Jack just smiled and cranked no lack. Holding like a journey's rhyme. Every curve's a thread stitched in time. Auntie's laugh, a treasure we climb. The nights are canvas wild sublime. Oh, we roll, we slide, we race through night. Charlotte's glow is our guiding light. Laughter's loud, the mood feels right. Auntie's house will ignite the night.
Three minutes. The countdown is on. Carl, I do love you, Carl. And I'm sorry if you don't feel that right now, but that's not going to change. I'll always love you. And I'm still going to try my best to hang out in your live streams and comment on your videos. I hope you have a good day, Carl. Cruising down the road to Auntie's house where the good vibes explode. Turn the music up, let the speakers ignite. Charlotte's calling, it's a party tonight. Sonny's got the snacks, lights strong, real bright. She's the queen of the scene, her party's alright. Jack and Cat rolling in like a dream. Charlotte's got the magic if you know what I mean. They rolling, cruising down the road to Auntie's house where the good vibes explode. Turn the music up, let the speakers ignite. Charlotte's calling, it's a party tonight. Are you ready to go outside, Jackie? Hmm? Okay, we got a whole half hour to hang out together. Yes, we do if you wake up. I'll turn the TV off. Okay, I promise. Here we go. No more Jackie. No more Jackie on the TV. Are you all right, buddy? You're looking mighty odd. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I thank everybody that's hanging out in the background. I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Have a great day. Bye, guys.